So you go to bed one night, it's late, and as your eyes drift off to sleep, you catch a glimpse of the time. It's 1:11 a.m. After a blissful sleep, your eyes open to find that you forgot to set the alarm the night before. It's now 11:11 a.m. You're late. You rush out the door. You run to the subway station. You buy a ticket, and it gives you $1.11 in change. You forget about it. You make it to work. You have an awkward conversation with your boss. Time passes. It's lunchtime, but you didn't pack a lunch. So you decide to grab a quick sandwich at a deli nearby. You pick up a few other things. You pay, and after taxes, it comes to $11.11. How strange, you think to yourself, that this number keeps popping up. A few days go by. Out of the blue, an old friend sends you a text inviting you to dinner. She says, let's meet at First Street and 111 Avenue. 1111. What's going on here? And what does it mean when you keep seeing the same numbers over and over again? Reports of people noticing repeating numbers are on the rise, and they often come with mysterious events and profound insights. But what do they mean? Our hyper-rational world tells us that it's just a coincidence, that life is nothing more than a series of random, meaningless, and disconnected events. But what if there's another story for what's going on here? A compelling answer comes from one of the oldest systems of divination, numerology. According to a book called 111, The Time Prompt Phenomenon by Marie D. Jones, when you see repeating numbers, it's not a random coincidence. These numbers are the language of the universe, and they're speaking to you all the time. She writes that what we're seeing now is a growing spiritual awareness and a global awakening that's beginning to gain momentum. She says that we're all evolving on a spiritual level, and when we see these number sequences, they're messages from a higher source. But where are these messages coming from? There's a few theories on what the source might be. The first idea comes from the subconscious mind. According to Swiss psychologist Carl Jung, although your conscious mind understands information through words and logic, your subconscious mind communicates through symbols. And what's interesting is that these symbols are understood intuitively and immediately without ever being processed by your conscious awareness. This is by design, because your subconscious mind is where the most fundamental possibilities for change and awakening happen. So if you're seeing repeating numbers, it means that this part of your mind is ready to be awakened, and that your light is being activated. The second idea is that these repeating number sequences are actually a clue that we're living in a simulation. According to this idea, these repeating number patterns are signals being communicated within the mathematical code of the simulation, which is an idea we explored in this video. The third idea is that these numbers are a sign that your spiritual guides or angels are trying to communicate with you. This is related to the idea that each of us has guardian angels who try to send us signs to help us along our path. But they can only help you if you actually pay attention and notice the signs they're sending. One of the most common ways they do this is through repeating number sequences, which you might find on a license plate or a receipt or a phone number. And it's for this reason that these number sequences are often called angel numbers. But why angels? The word angel actually comes from the Greek word angelos, which literally means messenger. The idea of angels and divine beings who intervene in our lives to help us appears in many different cultures all around the world. Some people believe that these angels might even be interdimensional beings. But whoever they are, the basic idea is that they're messengers who use synchronicity to send important messages to you. They're an attempt to tell you something very important about your situation, to give you clues to the problems and challenges that you're facing. And often, these messages are exactly the thing that you need to hear in that moment. So what does this all mean for you? It means that when you notice these repeating numbers, take a moment to try to understand what the underlying message is. Let's look at some of the most common angel numbers and what they mean. Seeing the number 111 is a message that invites you to visualize and manifest a goal in your life. It's a reminder that your thoughts are incredibly powerful, and you have the potential to create and to bring things into being just by thinking them. When you see 111, it means that now, more than any other time, it's important to pay attention to your ideas, your beliefs, and your feelings, because the mind has a way of creating the very things and situations that it's most focused on. Ask yourself, are you carrying negative thought patterns with you? Are you dwelling on the past and on things you can't change? Or are you focusing on the things you can change? Recognize that your thoughts have a huge effect on you during this time. And remember, you can't manifest positivity in your life if it's overshadowed by fear or self-doubt. Look at what's worrying you and surround yourself with positive energy and positive people. 222 is a message that newly planted ideas are beginning to take root, and it's important for you to nurture and protect these ideas as they develop. And it's a message to persevere and to keep moving forward, even if you're not seeing the growth that you'd like to see. 2 is also the vibration of moderation, balance, and the union of opposites. So seeing 222 is often a reminder about the importance of making balance in your life, whether it's mental, emotional, physical, or spiritual, and to bring together the elements of your life that might be in conflict. Ask yourself, are you working too much or pushing yourself too hard? Because if you are, it's time to give yourself a break. And if you're giving too much in your relationships with others, then it might be time for you to take a step back and to refill your own cup so that you can take care of your own needs. This is important to keep in mind because negativity is very much like a weed. If you don't take care of it at the source, it has a way of growing out of control and spreading into other areas of your life. 333 is a message to bring attention to your unique talents and the things that come most naturally to you. How can you apply your talents right now? Are you using them to their fullest potential? If not, how can you better apply or develop your skills? This is a message that it's time to tap into your natural abilities. Stop being passive. Stop waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect opportunity. Now is the time to move forward with confidence. 333 is also a sign that there's someone right now in your life who has taken notice of your skills and abilities and is ready to offer you guidance and mentoring. But you have to take the initiative to step forward and ask for that help. A window of time is opening for you now, and this is a message to take decisive action. Trust yourself and trust that your natural strengths will carry you through. 444 is a message that all around you are protective forces and influences that are keeping you safe, so don't worry so much. The best thing you can do is stay the course. Keep moving forward with persistence and patience. You're on the right path, even if it doesn't seem that way in the moment. It might feel like you're struggling to move forward with no end in sight, but don't give up. Seeing these numbers is often a sign that you might be putting too much focus on the results and not enough on the process and the journey of arriving at where you want to go. This is important because, as Alan Watts once said, we don't listen to music just to hear the last note, and we don't eat a meal just to taste the last bite. We do these things so that we can savor the experience all the way through. And the number 444 is a reminder to be present and to fully experience the journey, even if that journey is hard sometimes. 444 is a reminder that it might not be obvious to you now, but your experiences are transforming you in a powerful way and making you stronger. 555 is a message that significant changes are on the horizon, but it's important to recognize that change isn't necessarily bad. And even if it's unexpected or challenging, the biggest factor in the way things turn out for you will be how you decide to respond to these changes. You can either let the situation happen to you, or you can actively choose the way that you allow things to unfold. Whatever you decide, you should understand that trying to force things in a certain direction or trying to resist the changes will only make the transition harder, so don't fight it. There's a Chinese proverb which says that the green reed that bends in the wind is stronger than the mighty oak that falls in a storm. What this highlights is that your greatest strength is your flexibility and your ability to adapt. Recognize that this is an opportunity for you to pave the way for a new beginning. But in order to do that, you'll have to let go of something that's no longer serving you. What that will be is entirely up to you. The number 666 has had a bad reputation because of its associations to the Christian idea of the number of the beast. But although it can serve as a warning in some cases, it's not necessarily a bad or evil number. Seeing this number sequence is a sign that you may be becoming too attached to something in your life, whether it's a job, a relationship, or maybe a mindset that's keeping you from growing. It can suggest that you may be focusing too much on money and material success. Consider changing your focus to the things that really matter to you and the things that bring you joy and fulfillment. Because you have within you all the tools you need to leave any situation that isn't making you happy. We're often led to believe that we have less power than we actually do. But this number is a message to remind yourself of your own inner power, to reevaluate old assumptions, to change your perspective, and to let go of all the things that are bringing negativity into your life. 777 is a message that you're on the cusp of an important spiritual evolution. Right now, something in your situation has the potential to transform you in a way you never thought possible, and in a way that will be deeply empowering, even if it doesn't seem that way. You're on the verge of a breakthrough. Don't be afraid to seek out advice and guidance from people that you love and care about during this time. But recognize that after you listen to their advice, your final decision should come from you, from your core. Your choice should resonate with your intuition. If you've been feeling frustrated or discouraged lately, this is a sign that you should trust that everything will work out the way it's supposed to, and you'll come out of this situation better and stronger than before. 888 is a message that your life purpose and your wishes are aligned. You are on the pathway of light. It's also a sign that positive opportunities are now coming into your life, and they'll make themselves known to you very soon. But it will be up to you to use it to your advantage. It's a sign that you've been working hard, and there are many challenges you have to overcome to get to where you want to go. But the best thing you can do now is to be alert and to pay attention to the opportunities that are emerging around you. Try to maintain a positive attitude and to keep moving forward. Like many opportunities that appear in life, it might not necessarily seem all that great at first. Sometimes the best opportunities are disguised as challenge or adversity. If you face it head on, with resolve and optimism, then new possibilities for abundance will open up to you. You will find unexpected rewards for the good work you've already done in the past, and you're now in a position to reap that positive karma. 999 is a message that your intentions to grow and to heal old wounds are now manifesting. Your guides are supporting you as you return to this sense of wholeness. It's also a reminder that all the things you're experiencing now will soon be in the past. If you're enjoying a happy phase in your life, then take the time to really savor and appreciate it, because it won't last forever. And if you're dealing with a difficult time in your life, recognize that this too will pass very soon. This number is a message to really experience the moment, because an important part of your life will soon come to its natural conclusion. But it's precisely this moment that will give you a chance to make a fresh start. Recognize that everything you've experienced up until now and all the lessons you've learned are helping you transform into the person you're destined to become. It's time to realign with your soul's inner purpose. Have trust that positive forces are at work, and they'll guide you in the directions you're meant to go. The numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 relate to the idea of progression. Seeing this is a message that you're on the right path and moving forward on your journey. even if this progress isn't visible to other people. This number is a message that the problems you're facing now are actually a lot simpler than they seem. And the way to get through this time is to break down your challenges into smaller and more manageable steps. Don't get lost in the distractions and all the voices that are giving you conflicting advice. Instead, trust your intuition. Trust your ability to tackle these problems. If you move forward one step at a time, you will overcome these challenges. When you see your birth date appearing again and again, it's a message that's reminding you of your deeper purpose. Remember, your birth date carries within it a powerful vibration and frequency that can't be changed. Your vibration is completely unique to you. When you see this number, look carefully at your situation. What's happening in your life right now? What opportunities can you see around you? What challenges do you have to overcome to get to where you want to be? Seeing your birthday is a call to connect with your roots, to remember where you came from, to stay grounded. It's a message to remind yourself of the things that are really important to you. There's something in your situation right now that holds the key to your greater purpose. Pay attention to what's unfolding around you. Be alert to it, because whether or not you seize this opportunity will be totally up to you. According to Marie Jones, the number 1111 has a lot of interesting and unique properties. For example, 11 is considered mathematically special because any string of 11s, when multiplied by itself, equals a palindrome, which is a mirror-like number that reads the same way backwards as it does forwards. For example, if you multiply 11 by itself, you get the number 121. If you multiply 111 by itself, you get the number 12321. And if you multiply 11,111 by itself, you get the number 123454321, and so on. And if you multiply 11 by any single digit number, it makes matching double digits. Again, it's very much like a mirror image. And for that reason, the number 1111 is very much about reflection, complementarity, and the symmetry and beauty we find in our lives. Marie Jones says that when you see the number 1111, whether it's on a clock, a license plate, a bank statement, or anywhere else, it's a sign that everything is in alignment and you're exactly where you need to be. It's a message to stop and take notice, to be open to whatever sensations, thoughts, and feelings you have, and to be receptive to the synchronicities that follow. Another aspect of 1111 comes from a concept known as twin flames. According to Dr. Harmony in her book, The Twin Flame Codebreaker, seeing 1111 is often a sign of a unique and special soul bond. When you meet your twin flame, it's a connection like nothing else. It feels incredibly natural and intuitive, and the actual circumstances of meeting your twin flame is often connected by synchronicities that seem astonishingly unlikely and almost impossible. She says that connecting with your twin flame is a profound experience of finding union with the mirror version of yourself, like two halves of a whole. And this insight is captured in the mirror image in the symmetry of the number 1111 itself. Either way, it's widely accepted that the number 1111 is an invitation to slow down and to remind yourself to make sure that you're acting with positive intention and purpose. We live in a world that prioritizes reason and logic over intuition, but maybe that's a mistake. In the words of Albert Einstein, the intellect has little to do on the road to discovery. There comes a leap in consciousness. Call it intuition or what you will. The solution comes to you, and you don't know how or why. Have you been seeing repeating numbers? Let me know in the comments. And if you've ever wondered if the patterns you're seeing in your life are a coincidence or if they're synchronicity, then I have just the video for you right here. And for reasons that you'll find in that video, you'll see why many important thinkers no longer believe in coincidence. If you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe. And as always, thanks so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video.